Lenny, head of footy at the St Kilda Footy Club. Did you ever think this day would come when you were toiling away as a player all those years ago?
Definitely not, mate. But really thrilled and humbled by the appointment, and really excited to get stuck into it.
How did it come about? Who approached you, and is it something you've had in the works for a while, or has it come from left field?
Look, it's I guess a little bit around the process was that I guess post the season, Andrew Bassett, Kilda, Lenny and Ross Lyon, had some lengthy discussions around what was needed in this role. And I think post that I probably came into some conversations, probably along with a few others, and it just progressed from there. So it'd been working on that for a little while, and I guess from my end I had to be the right fit for the role, most importantly for the club, to be able to take the club forward. And after some discussions, we sort of got to a point where we're really confident in the structure, that we could make an impact in this role. So I'll be really well supported by Chris Ford in a number of aspects of that footy manager's role, because it is a big role, and I think different clubs tend to do it pretty differently. But I'm really excited to be working alongside Ross, underneath Andrew and Carl, and I think we're in a position that we can give confidence and clarity to our people that I'm going to make it a really good fist of trying to develop them as people on and off the field. So it's a bit of a long-winded answer, mate, but we're really comfortable with where we've got to and excited to get started.
You stepped into this role at a pivotal time. Where would you sort of describe where the club is at right now?
Yeah, look, I think we've built some real momentum, there's no doubt about that, but we're also under no illusions that the it's pretty stiff competition, and everyone's looking to improve each year. So really confident with some of the additions we've brought into our playing group. I think we've got some really good people in really key roles at this footy club, and footy clubs are as good as their people. So they obviously need strong leadership, but we feel like, as I said, we've built some momentum, but we do know that we've got a lot of hard work ahead of us. It's very even competition, but we think we can improve again.
You touched on that relationship with Ross just before. I mean, how strong is that relationship? You obviously played under him as a coach. Yeah. How strong is that relationship, and how can you sort of bring the best out of each other? Yeah,
I think we can complement each other. Look, we've been to some places that grown men, sometimes shouldn't go to together. We've been through some good times together. We've also been through some really hard times together. So I think we've got a deep mutual respect for each other and what each other brings. So I'm really confident we can work together on this, and we can sort of take the place forward. So yeah, it's really exciting. We're going to have some challenging times. There's no doubt about that. Like, if you're involved in footy, you know that there's going to be some ups and downs, but I think together we can work through those.
Recruits before. How's Tom McConey tracking? Obviously you saw before Christmas. But
yeah, he's progressing really well. Yeah, really excited to get Tom into the organisation. He's fitted in really well with the boys, and he's back on field now. He's progressing really nicely, so he'll be ready to attack the next couple of months before the season starts.
No doubt he'll play round one or opening round.
Oh, look, it's opening round's a fair way ahead from now, but we're really confident with where he's at. He was really diligent with his rehab. He works really hard. There's a few milestones to get through before round zero, but yeah, we're confident he'll be thereabouts.
It's a short sample size, but how have those recruits impacted the group? I mean, Tom, among the others, how have they impacted the playing group?
Yeah, I think they've all done it in their different ways, but they've all fitted in really nicely. Sam Flanders, Liam Ryan, obviously Jack Silvani as well. So they're going to bring enormous experience to our group, leadership, but also high quality performance too. So yeah, they couldn't have fitted in any better.
How's Jack Silvani tracking, and where do you see his next sort of few weeks looking in terms of what he builds up?
Yeah, he's going well. He's on track today, so he should be back in full training by the end of the month, which is really exciting for us. Obviously he's a quality player, but the leadership we think he can bring to our backline is going to be really pivotal.
How do you support him and step through a difficult time, obviously, the last couple of months?
Yeah, look, we support all of our people. It's obviously been a really challenging time for their family. But we fully support Jack and even Stephen, so they're fully committed to their roles this year, as we are to them.
Just in terms of your role at the club, there's a perception in footy that Ross runs everything footy at this club. Will you be in a position to challenge him? How do you sort of see that, and do you feel that that's within you to challenge someone who coached you and has been a mentor for you for so long?
Yeah, look, I think Ross is one of the most experienced and best coaches in the league. So for me coming into this role, it'd be silly for me to not lean on his experience. And look, in my conversations with him, he's really keen to have a footy person in this role. So yeah, I think we'll work really well, like hand in glove, if you like. And yeah, there'll be some challenging times, but I know because we've got that respect that we'll be able to work through those really well.
Max King, are we going to see him in full flight this year?
Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, look, he's going really well. So obviously he had a little bit of a setback, but he's not too far away. He's back running again already. And again, he's a little bit like Jack. We should be able to see him by the end of the month in full training, if not early next month.